Well, welcome back to Better Living. I'm here with Nikki from the Toledo Fire Department. I'm not even trying to pronounce your last name.
Most people do.
Yes, and we'll just have it on the screen, and I'll just not butcher it for you. But
all right, great.
You have been integral in Save the Beat and in helping get everything ready for Save the Beat. For someone who maybe's been out of town all week and they're just coming back today and they haven't heard about it, tell us what Save the Beat is.
Save the Beat is a great way to start your Valentine's Day. So we're telling everybody, bring your loved one.
Yes.
Come with us Saturday morning at the Seagate Center from 8 to 1. There's 2 separate CPR classes, community-wide, so that way you can learn how to potentially save a life. As we know, CPR is something you're going to do to somebody else, so it's a great way. Bring a date, come spend your Valentine's Day with us.
That's right. It's all about hearts.
That's
so,
right.
You know,
Save a heart.
That's right. This, of course, came up because last weekend, it would have been 2 weekends ago, Mayor Collins was driving and had that accident, had some sort of a cardiac event, and there were 2 good Samaritans that stopped, broke out the back window of his car and got him out and gave him CPR until medics were able to arrive. Of course, yesterday we laid Mayor Collins to rest, and I was so touched by the video. We have a mutual friend, Jeremy Baumhauer, who is absolutely the driving force behind this event.
Absolutely.
And he posted a ton of pictures yesterday from the procession. He was in the procession going from the funeral home to the cathedral. And all the people out that were out lining the streets and paying their tribute to Mayor Collins, you've gotten to see probably a lot of this firsthand.
Yes, it was
What's
amazing.
it meant to you, and what do you think it says about Toledo?
You know, it says Toledo is such a great community that they're giving and they're willing to help each other, help their neighbor. And, you know, some people might be like, why should I learn CPR? Ultimately, it didn't help Mayor Collins, but, you know, in the full circle of things, it did. It helped his family. His daughters were able to come home. You know, they got to say goodbye to him, have them last few moments versus him passing away in the car that day. So, I mean, even though it was just a week that they bought him more time, and it was still a great thing. And, you know, I can't stress enough how important it is for us to learn CPR. And like I said, I mean, it's obvious. You know, the mayor gave back to the community. So did these 2 random citizens who didn't even know it was the mayor. They were doing it regardless of who was in that car.
And they didn't know, certainly, when they got up that morning. And in fact, one was headed to work at rallies, you know, had no idea that they were going to need this skill and need to use it that day. And that's why I think part of the reason it's so important to learn. I learned the first time when I had kids. You know, when I first had my first child, I made sure I knew it because you have this new baby and you want to be prepared. And then I had to get recertified when I was teaching a bunch of exercise classes because obviously in those situations you need to know. But you can use it in everyday life. You could be at Target.
Absolutely.
And somebody have an issue in front of you and you have the opportunity to use it.
You know, statistically, most cardiac arrests, almost 90% of them, aren't in a hospital setting, and you aren't with medical personnel. So it is with your neighbor that you're going to be with, or a family member, or a public place. So it's important for everybody to know that. You know, our bodies are made to have our heartbeat constantly, and in that sudden cardiac event, your heart is no longer beating. So basically, we are making the heartbeat for them. So it's important for everybody to know it.
It is absolutely essential, and it can make such a difference. It could keep somebody from having perhaps some sort of damage to their brain or some other an extremity that isn't getting blood for that short term. And even if it's only a couple minutes, it really does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference.
Well, I know that you have also gotten to see the generosity of neighboring fire departments and other squads because you needed a lot of help to do this.
Absolutely. We have, at this point in time, 120 mannequins coming. We have over 100 volunteers. Well, we don't have that many instructors with Toledo, so I reached out to different organizations. I have Perrysburg, I have White House Fire, I have CPR Ready coming, St. Vincent's, Toledo Hospital, St. Charles. Everybody jumped and said, what an amazing opportunity to teach the community. Everybody's been emailing me and calling and what can we do to help? You know, I'm not even a CPR trainer, but I want to help, you know? So, I mean, everybody just reaches out. It's been amazing.
I think that you probably are used to that in the fire world because you guys are really good about helping each other out and helping other departments.
Absolutely.
But to see even people outside of that realm come in and help has got to mean a lot to you.
Absolutely. Like I said, some of the best messages I've gotten through the Facebook page have been, you know, I'm a teacher, or, you know, I'm a travel agent or whatnot. I have no training whatsoever, but I want to help. I want to help make this better.
That it will be a great event. Let's give people some logistics. They don't need to, you just come to one session or the other.
Absolutely. There's 2 classes, so you can come to the first session. Registration starts at 8 in the morning. Class will go 8:30 to 10:30. We're not calling it a class, more of an event, because it'll have lots of fun things going on. 10:30 starts second registration with class or event from 11 to 1. We have a DJ there, we'll have music, we have some video to play. So, I mean, there will be some fun things going on too, so it's not, you know, a structured class.
Yeah.
There is no certification, it's just providing education, and that's all you're going to get, but hopefully you'll be able to help your neighbor.
And it may be that you get that education and you decide this is something I want to be certified in.
Absolutely.
And you guys can certainly provide them with information about how to go on.
Absolutely. Almost everybody there is going to be a CPR instructor, so if there's a class or something they're looking for and we as Toledo Fire Department can't provide it, there's multiple other entities there that maybe they have something to provide.
Well, if you want to register beforehand, you can at
SaveTheBeatToledo.com. You can pre-register through there, or if you want to just come, you're more than welcome to come.
Well, I know it might make Nikki's day a little more chaos, but I hope that we just overfill the room there.
My goal is at least 1,000 people. That's my personal goal.
Let's make her personal goal happen, or we could double that. That's
Absolutely.
okay with me. Yes. So make sure you get to Save the Beat tomorrow at the Seagate Center. We'll be right back on Better Living.